Well, at least one team in Boston is finding ways to win.
Great in and out dribble. Oh! He set off the smoke detector.
You crank that volume, turn it way up. Get your
Jaylen
What's up, everyone, and welcome in to your Celtics source, home of your 56 and 19 second place Boston Celtics. Celtics get the win 117-103, and they set two new records along the way. One is a personal record and one is a team record. We'll start with the record that Derrick White sets, breaking Isaiah Thomas's all-time Celtics record for most threes in a single season. Right, he hit 245 threes back in 2017, and Derrick White, I believe, got up to 247 made threes with this win, despite going, I believe, 3 of 11 from the field. So from three. So not a great game from Derrick White. 4 of 13 overall, but he does make the two threes to put him over the record. And so, congratulations to Derrick White. I think Jayson Tatum and Peyton Pritchard are going to pass that record as well at some point this season. I don't know who's going to finish with the most all time. It's going to be one of those three. They're all within like 5 or 6 of each other. But the second record that the Celtics set tonight is getting their 32nd road win, which is the most all time by a Celtics team. Right? If they win out their two last road games of the season, they'll actually tie the Warriors record in, I think it's 2016, maybe 17, where the Warriors go 34-7. So the Celtics have just been dominant on the road this year. And that was no different again in this one, right? Jayson Tatum, another fantastic game, 25 points, plays 38 minutes, so a lot of minutes for Jayson Tatum here, right? 12 rebounds. Again, not a great shooting night from him, just 2 of 11, but impacting the game in other ways. Sometimes he has his shot going, sometimes he doesn't, but the game looks so easy for him out there right now. He's just making every play he wants, getting to the basket, kicking it out. You know, he could have had like 10 more assists in this game if Xavier Tillman would have knocked down a shot. Xavier Tillman actually gets the start in this one. I'm not sure why, because Al Horford played and KP. Just Luke and Kata didn't play in this one. But I'm wondering why Tillman gets a start in this game after not playing in like 35 games straight. But he didn't provide much of an impact. Right? Xavier Tillman just 2 points, only played 8 minutes, 0 for 5 from three. So I think most of those were on Jayson Tatum's passes as well. So if if Tillman had knocked those down, Tatum's assist would have went up to, I believe, 7 on the night. But like I don't know what's gonna happen with Tillman. Like I just pay his contract, and maybe some team's gonna pick him up, but I don't know, right? Like you just gotta pay his contract and get rid of him because he's just it's not like he's bothering the team or anything, but you don't want a guy just like lying around like that because it can be bad for the team chemistry and morale, especially if he's just not playing at all. So you know it seems like Baylor Scheinman has taken the minutes for all of those late bench guys, and rightfully so because he's been on fire lately. The confidence has just been fantastic. Plays 6 minutes in this game, doesn't do anything, doesn't take a shot, doesn't no points, no rebounds, no assists for him in this one. But he didn't need to do much, and he didn't play really enough to get settled into the game. So like, not a bad really night from Bill Schreiber. Not enough information to talk about. Who did have a good game in this one? Al Horford, career or season high, and his most since 2021. Just a fantastic game. Miss Jaylen Brown out, Luke Cornett out, other guys out, and so Al Horford decides the right game to have one of those games where he just goes all out. 6 of 13 from 3 is the main number I take away from this. Just fantastic on some of the passes that Jayson Tatum kicked out to him. Some of the, getting rebounds, playing like a tall, big center, getting rebounds over Jaw and Triple J, Jaren Jackson Jr. Um, so just a game where, Tatum has it going, other guys are making contributions, but you still need someone to have a big scoring night, and Al Horford does just that. You know, plays 37 minutes in this one, really high, but like I think they needed all those to get the win. Like it wasn't really that large of a lead for the Celtics until the final last couple of minutes. It was pretty close throughout the game. It was never in doubt or anything. It was just like, you know, we're waiting for the Celtics to get going, and the Grizzlies are supposed to be a good team this year. Um, they did fire their coach the other day for reasons that I'm not really sure, like something to do with they're not doing enough cuts and their defense decreasing as the season goes on. But still, when you have the fifth spot in the playoffs, I don't know why you're in fifth and close to getting fourth or second. Like the gap in the West is so small, so I'm not sure why they just fire him like that. But still, John Morant was fantastic in this game. Right? Really, the only source of offense besides 20 good minutes, or sorry, good minutes from Triple Jackson Jr. But really, Ja was the main source of offense in this one, and he's been struggling this season, right? They haven't really had a true number one guy to go to. And so, you think John Morant would be that guy, but he just really hasn't. But in this game, he certainly was. Only 2 of 7 from 3. He's never been a good 3-point shooter, but 10 of 20 overall. You know, some of the plays that he makes, his finish up in the air, getting knocked off, getting fouled and still finding, having the ability to, you know, lay it in even when he's flying in the air. So just I mean his like hand-eye coordination is incredible. Like he didn't have a one of those, special dunks like we saw when they came to town in November, but still a good performance from Ja. Um you know what really hurt Grizzlies in this game was foul trouble, right? Zach Edey, other guys getting into early foul trouble, and they couldn't play with their normal lineup for a lot of the game, and they struggled against, especially the Celtics, who played their starters heavy minutes in this one. So like, if you're losing those minutes badly when you don't even have you know your stars on the floor, there's no way you're gonna win this game. Um, but what else? I talked about Derrick White's poor shooting, but it's just game by game right now. Celtics do shoot how many 62 threes. They make 21 of them, so 33%. So not a great 3-point shooting percentage, but when you shoot that more or that much and you're getting offensive rebounds and it's not really hurting your offense, the Grizzlies not taking advantage of you missing your shots, you're gonna win this game, right? Celtics, 9 straight wins here. I do think who they play coming up. They play, I believe, I think it's do they play do they play the Suns next, or maybe it's the yeah, let me check. Um, they play the right. So they play the Heat Wednesday. Then they play the Suns on Saturday or on Friday night. But back to this game. Um, I really think this team is finally, you know, this month. I mean, they've had a fantastic month. I think they've gone in March, maybe 14-1, maybe even they haven't even maybe they have. Oh no, they lost to OKC. So I think 14-1 is what they've gone in March. maybe 13-1. I'm not quite sure, but still a fantastic game. Jayson Tatum MVP performance in March. I've said this before, right? Like Jayson Tatum continuing to not get calls, but still finding ways to impact the game on both sides. Drew Holiday picking it up as we get into the playoffs. Love to see that. Kristaps Porzingis, just 19 points in this, but 3 of 5 from 3, 7 of 14 overall. Continuing to, attack mismatches and really exploit and just absolutely take advantage of smaller guys. Really, the only bad thing about this team right now is that Jaylen Brown injury, and I'm doing a full video on it tomorrow. It'll be live at, I believe, 10:40, so make sure to check that out. But like, other than Jaylen Brown's injury, which I don't think is gonna get right, he's just gonna have to find a way to play through it. And I think, right, if Jaylen Brown's gonna be at like 20% in the playoffs, he's gonna hurt your team. But if he's gonna be at like 70 to 80%, and you still have Jayson Tatum playing like this, I think the Celtics are gonna be okay. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Follow on social media. Celtics play the Heat Wednesday. Suns Friday night. I will be doing a live play-by-play commentary and reaction for the Suns game, as well as a post-game game analysis. But yeah. Until next time, go Celtics.
It's over. Time to say it again, Boston. Anything's possible. Banner number 18 has been secured.